I like to speak about this movie that I just watched this past weekend. It's called The Lost Bus. It's in theaters, and I'm not gonna hold you. That movie was such a testimony. If I want to spoil it for anyone that haven't watched it, but there's a portion of the movie that really kind of it's been sitting with me for a couple of days now, and I want to speak on it. And it was on basically I guess it's based off of California, and the whole city kind of started burning down, right? So this man, he's a bus driver, and he has to go and pick up these kids to transfer them to a safe spot because the city's about to go into the fire, under fire and whatnot. So he went through a lot of trials and tribulations trying to get the kids to safety. Okay, the fires were everywhere. And he's in this big bus driving these kids around. So there's a portion of the movie. This is where it hit me, where they're in the middle of it's in the middle of the forest, and there's basically fire everywhere, and they're all in the bus. The kids are in the bus, him and a teacher. So they're sitting in the bus, and he basically was he encountered some people that were walking from the direction he was heading, and they were like, "Don't go that way. I would recommend you go that way because the things I've seen on that side, I wouldn't wish that on anybody to see that, and it's burning everywhere over there. Don't go." And he's like, "Where I just came from, it was burning too, and it's even worse. Why are you heading towards the fire? It's exploding on that side and everything, right?" And they sat. So he decided to just sit in the middle of the forest with the fire surrounding them and just basically defeat. So they felt defeated and whatnot. And at this point, I was just sitting there why are you just sitting there in the middle of the fire? Why aren't you trying to go through the fire? You feel me? But what stuck out to me in that scene was the fact that as the fire started to amp up and they started having spot fires next to the bus, they were trying to put out the fire with the fire extinguisher that was on the bus and his arm and everything, and it wasn't working. So then he was like, "We have to get through the fire. We just have to drive through it and see what's up." And then literally, y'all, this man drove for at least 2 or 3 minutes, and he was out of the fire. And that just made me correlate with so much going on in life right now. There's a lot of people right now dealing with being in some type of fire in your life right now. It could be a situation, you could be stressed, going through it, everything's coming at you all at once, and you feel how am I going to deal with this? You're just sitting in the middle of it, but you're not moving. And this is your sign to move. This is your sign to get through it. This is your sign that all you gotta do is push through and allow God to show you the end. Sometimes you be so comfortable in your misery or so comfortable in your stress and your struggles that you don't realize if you get up and just keep walking or keep pushing, the breakthrough is right around the corner. It could be 4 steps away. It could be a phone call away. It could be just by your obedience. It could be a door that just opened for you. And this was just don't sit in the middle of your fire right now. Don't sit and not do anything. This is your time to go through it. This is your time to drive through that fire. This is your time to pray through that fire. This is your time to cry through that fire. This is your time to worship through that fire. Okay? Because God is literally around the corner. He literally has something planned for you. He literally has a breakthrough. The light is right around the corner. Do not feel defeated. Do not feel like you can't, because you can. We serve a God that shows us that we can. So I just wanted to share that because that really spoke to me, because I was and the people here turning up yes Lord, he made it. And in my head they laughing, but I was so serious. Imagine they sat in the middle of that forest and he didn't go through the fire. They would have been unalived right there. And when the breakthrough, the sunlight was literally 2 to 3 minutes up. He had to drive 2 to 3 minutes up, and he was out. So I just felt that was a story, and that was a good little word. And I hope this helps somebody out there that's going through a fire or going through something in their life right now, and that needs that motivation. Just know that you're almost out of it, and that breakthrough is coming, and it's sooner than you think. So push through. You got this.